Hey everyone, Jezza here. I'm in a good mood because I just watched Star Wars Skeleton Crew. The first episode, there are two episodes out. I just watched the first one and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good for what they're trying to do, like a kid show sort of thing. So this will have spoilers. I'll just spoil a bit and have a little talk about it. First, I want to talk about what I think about Star Wars. I am in the camp of George Lucas's Star Wars is my Star Wars. Like I love, it's my religion. George Lucas's Star Wars, and ever since Disney took over, that's when everything went wrong. The dark times, and yeah, and like just look at what they've made. The sequel trilogy is a waste of time. They didn't care about it, so I don't care about it. Then all the subsequent shows like Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, The Acolyte, Ahsoka have just been really bad in my opinion for the adult viewer. It's just it's no good. It's no good. There are many YouTube channels and people who cover all this Disney Star Wars is dead and stuff like that. And I tend to agree with them. I don't like Disney Star Wars. I don't like it. That all being said, this is a surprise, a welcome one to be sure. This Skeleton Crew. I watched, like I say, I watched the first episode, and I had a good time. It had me smiling at certain points and laughing. I'm obviously not the target audience for this, but I went ahead and watched it. Just I don't know, just wanted to have a good time and see something good, and it was good. It was inoffensive. It didn't have any law breaking stuff in it, and I think I have to watch this a bit detached from like this is clearly something different. They're going. It's like a kid show. I've heard people say the Goonies and sort of Stranger Things sort of thing going on. It's definitely different. I will concede that. It's not for the adults like lightsabers and politics of the Sith and the Jedi, which I really love. That is what I'm all about. Is the Jedi and the inner workings of how that what goes on. This is very different. They live in. I can click around in the episode. I can't play it because of YouTube copyright, but I can like click around and show some things. So we'll just have a little click around and have a look. First of all, the visuals, everything looks fantastic. Better than the Acolyte, which I think costs way more than this. So it looks way better. And like they have like there's the story going on with showing the ship being attacked by the pirates, and then it shows the main boy. What's his name? Uh, I can't remember his name, but the main boy, and he kind of reminds me of me. He doesn't like school. He wants big adventures. That's how I was when I was a kid. Hated school. Really hated it. I still think about it. Ugh. And then his friend, the elephant guy friend, Max Reboog, sort of. I love it. But it shows like it does show like school is shit, school's crap. Even in Star Wars, it's like boring. His dad's talking about the job. He's always working. It's like all that stuff. Uh, it's a bit not slow. I guess they're setting up everything that needs to be set up in the first bit of it. But then when they discover the crashed ship and he thinks it's a Jedi temple, and because he adores Jedi, and yeah, so like they do find this ship, and there's some funny stuff in the show about them trying to get into it. They have like boys versus girls, like kind of like when we were kids, like oh girls, you yucky. There's that stuff going on, and I think I will make a note, which is this isn't really for me. This show, I enjoyed it, but I was thinking about my little niece and nephew and my little cousins who I could show this to, and I think they would really enjoy it when they get a bit older, because they're like toddlers. That being said, I'm just going to show them the original trilogy in the first place. That is what they need to see. I've already got my little cousins onto that, because that works on a kid level and an adult level, and everything in between. But I'm just saying, I'm just adding on, like, this, it could be a welcome addition to what I show my little niece and nephew. Because that's what they're going for. They're going for the kid sort of market. Yeah, so there was some really exciting bits, like right at the end here, where they jump into hyperspace and they all scream, and that had me laughing. I can't find it with this clicking on it, but they all scream, and it made me laugh. I had a couple of laughs in this, and isn't that a good sign? That's a good sign, right? So I think my recap would be a surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Inoffensive. For kids, I'll show my niece and nephew. It doesn't cure or fix what Disney has done. They have really screwed up. This particular people at Disney who are into all this bad storytelling stuff. I'm not excusing that. Definitely not excusing that. They like destroyed my religion. They'll never get an out for that. But I just have to acknowledge that this is pretty cool for the kid audience, and I will show it to the people who I said. Yeah, so we kind of clicked around a bit, talked about it a bit. I would like to know what everyone is thinking. I haven't seen what other YouTubers, other people are thinking about this. I've just watched this off the cuff and had a good time. So I would like to know what you guys think in the comments, if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't. And like, what do you think about Disney Star Wars as a whole? Are you like, this is Disney, so I'm not watching it all? Or do you have like a little bit of grace for it? Or, what's the deal? I would like to know. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. It's just this inoffensive fun. I had fun watching it. There's episode 2. I will watch episode 2 now. And I know Jude Law shows up. I like him. He's a good actor. So I just want to see what happens with the rest of this. Pretty cool. Okay, well, that's what I wanted to say. So thank you, and I'll see you out in the stars.